what is my hair doing? How's it going, gang? Welcome. Hope you're all having a good evening. I'm sorry that you all missed me on Thursday. I had to, oh my god, what is my hair doing? I had to skip stream because I was very tired. Oh my god, I am not making this any better, am I? Oh goodness. It's a disaster. Okay. Anyway, we're now at Sunday. We're going to play some D&T. No changes to the list because I don't know. We're kind of in a lame duck format at this point now that Modern Horizons 3 has been officially spoiled and will only be with how it's coming out in like a week on Magic Online. I think it's the Tuesday after the pre-release or something like that. So we'll only have a couple more streams without the new cards. Um, Sad to say that my two hopes and dreams for Modern Horizons 3 did not come true, but we do got some cool cards that we'll get to play with soon. But in the meantime, we're just gonna play with this list that I like a lot, and we'll just do that, just vibe. Good evening. I feel like I've Besaro Dowradu. I think that's it. Harain, hello. How's it going? Hi, I'm Streamer. That is my name. Eat any good dinner later? Dinner lately? I sure did. My wife made some really nice curry this evening. It's golden beetle in Portuguese. Nice. That's really cool. I hope I didn't pronounce it horribly wrong. It was really good. Hell yeah. I'll take that. That curry was very good. I'm getting griefed, huh? Grief, pitch, Bowmasters. You got it. I will F6. Been a while since I got turn 1 griefed. Reanimate on the grief? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably taking the Sash. They can't really win in the long term if they let me keep Sash, so. Yep, okay. Depending on what I draw, I am probably just going to Wasteland them to slow things down. Yeah, I'll Wasteland them. Oh, they only have a Wasteland. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, right? Daring, aren't we? With any luck, my opponent won't play a second lands. And we will kill this grief easy. Nice. Yep, they don't even want to do anything. I am pretty happy to just get this into play now. Obviously, this means they could Bowmaster it back, but they need to find a second land in order to do that. This just means that they can't cantrip into anything, and the grief can't attack either way. Ooh, hello. Yep, cool. Force, pitches, brainstorm. You got it. And they can't even afford to wasteland me. You love to see it. Yep, I'll just pass. Probably surveil this turn. Oh, they get to grief my solitude. That's a bummer. The Stream Decker still has the Boros synth list. Oh shit. Let me fix that. Hold up. Hold up. Thank you for the reminder. I'll get that taken care of in just a second. I assume my opponent still cannot attack. Yep, cool. Stream Decker. Yeah, I don't really need another land here. It's a little annoying. Oh well. I will get a... I get a swamp here. I have so many non-basics here, it almost doesn't matter, but... upload new deck. And there we go. The Stream Decker should be fixed. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh, okay, cool. My opponent's out. Thank you for the 5 stream streak. Much appreciated. What am I doing? Done it so many times. I'm just going on muscle memory at this point. Come on, nope, that's not what I want. There we go. I think I had to trim a wisp, and then I had to mess with some other things. All right, I think I cut some mobs. I think that's what I did last time, because I have a couple extra cards that bring in against Scam right now than I do from my paper list. Interesting hands. I might keep this anyway. It's bad against specifically turn 1 grief, but it's pretty fine against like anything else. One thing I definitely value highly against Scam is just like the ability to cast your spells as you draw them, and this hand is good at that. Very happy to see a basic island in particular. Ooh, yeah. That looks a bit like a island cycle for Underground Sea to animate dead next turn, which would be pretty good for me. I'm just going to start with the plains, I think. I think I'll go plains scrubland, and then after that I'll probably surveil. I'm at least assuming my opponent's going to... No, alright. I'm going to assume that my opponent is going to give me something to Vanishing Verse or whatever. There's the Underground Sea. Reanimate on the grief. Never heard of it. Hello, Corrado. How's it going? Got a lot of lands and nothing to do with them now. I might be wastelanding. I might be just keeping my lands in play. I'm not sure yet. The Ponder makes me less excited about wastelanding. Interesting. Well, I will definitely... Wait, what? Oh, I forgot about that joke. Got it. Hey, Toast, how's it going? Thank you for the watch streak as well. Come on. Delver of Secrets? Excuse me? That is not what I signed up for. Yeah, just to be clear, yeah, nobody's being dead named right now. Do not worry about that. They didn't hit their third land drop. Just nothing but lands, huh? So if I know they are not going to have another land drop because presumably they didn't play a land, and the top card of their deck should be a spell for the Delver. Um, but I don't think that I can afford to wasteland here versus surveilling because I really need to find some action. In that vein, I'm gonna attack because I don't think there's a world where I pretend like this Delver isn't flipping. Yep. Fatal push. Okay. Well, multiple ways I wasn't blocking. Got it. Another Delver. Okay. Well, that's looking bad. Um. Well. I think that my one out basically is, assuming this Delver flips, my one out is Solitude. Uh, Swarm is like no creatures. I guess Swarm maybe will be good enough next turn. I'm not sure. I will play a Mom, and then I'm gonna put Yorion in my hands just in case. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. That's so much worse for me. Damn it. Okay. What can I draw now? Flicker Wisp would be good. Wasteland is not good. I'm just dead. Yeah, cool. All right. It's like, actually, I'm probably gonna bring in a Wisp over a Leyline since I saw they're playing Delver. I might even bring in a Skyclave over a Leyline. Yeah. This hand looks good. I like this one. Honestly, maybe I just didn't want to have Leyline in my deck at all, potentially. Delver means that they're probably not playing Rescaminator. They're just playing like Scam plus Delver. Wastelands they're playing, they're going to cycle a Troll. Yeah, that's fine. How do I feel about pre-war formalware? It's the bee's knees. Card is amazing and perfect. Goodness, what are they doing? Pitching a reanimate to a grief? Yeah, that's fine. I have 2 in my paper list right now, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. My opponent also has a Watery Grave. It's very weird. Is it like is it the 5th Underground Sea? Yeah, pre-war formalware is great. one of my two one of my two wishes for Modern Horizons 3 was that that was going to be where they printed universes within pre-war firmware, but could not be so lucky. I think I'm actually happy to just play the backstreet here. Ooh, yeah, I'll keep Igonjo. Am I interested in the new MH3 2 drop? I assume that you are talking about White Orchid Phantom. The answer is yes. I don't think that White Orchid Phantom necessarily fits into Black White DNT, but I think it definitely gives it has the potential to give a shot in the arm to the mono white lists. It's probably what I'm going to be spending a decent amount of my time trying. Okay, my opponent's just playing Death Shadow, and yeah, okay. I do play Paper Legacy occasionally. I prefer to play Legacy Paper, but I only have so many opportunities. So, um, sorry, I'm like answering questions kind of out of order here. Um, I think White Orchid Phantom is good, primarily in mono white lists. I'm going to be spending some time playing with that once Modern Horizons 3 is out. I don't see it making into splash lists because white is a prohibitive cost, and I think specifically the black splash doesn't really have as much of a need for it. But I think it's going to be, I think it's a good card for sure. Yeah, actually, I just tweeted about I played Paper Legacy just this past Friday, and went undefeated in games. It was a good night. I am much less excited in Felia, or excited for Felia because she's an attack trigger and not an ETB. And I think the instances where you get to attack with a 2/2 safely and then also blink something for value, I just don't think that happens very much, unfortunately. I think I still just want to chill. I mostly just want to make land drops. I'm going to try to keep this, especially because they just have two wastelands. This is going to be more valuable as a removal spell, I think. So, if my opponent's chilling, I'm chilling. Okay. Lands, please. I'm going to have to go to discard first, too. Okay, there we go. That's something. It's not much of a something, but it is something. Deal. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's a Death Shadow. Just the one? You got it. Well, I gotta get through these wastelands eventually. Yeah, we'll try. We'll do this. I'm not sure what we're getting off of this, though. Actually, I kind of just like getting Skyclave here. Yeah, I'll get a Skyclave. Bowmaster, no, it's an edict. Even better. Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. You could have waited until you drew, but that's okay. I'll take it. All right. Yeah. Recruiter will resolve. Yeah, it was Shadow. I figured that out like turn 4-ish this match. Would I have tutored for the witch there if you could have? Maybe. It's a solid maybe. I'm not sure. Dothy Voidwalker. Okay. I think I just have to play into Daze at this point. Yeah. At least once. Okay. I can live with taking 7 here. Another Voidwalker, yep. And one of the 3 cards is a land. Let's see. What can we do here? Well, that's a good thing to do here. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, the third Wastelands. Can I please draw lands? Death Shadow's fine. Did they... They still have a Watery Grave in their hand, right? Yeah, they do. Now I know they have only 2 real cards in their hands. Let's just start with this. I'll play Vial, and Vial sort of fixes our need for lands, at least to a certain extent. How is the Witch Enchanter Lauren split? I think that probably being able to put a Witch Enchanter in the main just means that you get to cut the Lauren from the sideboard. I think that is where my head is at right now. Alright, so that Death Shadow can probably be at most a 5/5, more likely to be a 3/3. I don't know how many Shadow lists play 4 Watery Graves. Nice. Yeah, I'm just going to Skyclave the Shadow. Nope, they have Force. Okay. And that was Force pitching Brainstorm. I think in that case, I'll just pitch the Vanishing Verse to kill it now. Yeah. And then next turn I get to cast Recruiter, probably Vial in a Stoneforge, or I get to just recruit for a Flicker Wisp and then get my Recruiter back finally. Yeah, we're just wisping. That's the fun play. Stoneforge might be the correct play, but this is the more fun one. So discard, they get an underground sea. Yep. And they concede. All right, cool. I'll take it. That's true. That was kind of a formal wear moment, right? We couldn't have cast the formal wear that turn, but it would have very easily been the best thing we could do. Yeah. Thank you for the exclamation point formal wear. I've been meaning to start just like taking screenshots of all of those situations just to create a catalog of it. Just have tangible evidence of my complaint equity. Yeah. Formal wear is it's just so good. It is frustrating every evening I don't get to play with it. I will get another opportunity to play with it pretty soon, though, because my the LGS that's like 10 minutes from my house, thankfully, is running a Legacy 1K on the 14th. It's technically Modern Horizons 3 release weekend, um, but for LGS's the release is functionally the pre-release weekend. So I'll have about a week to acquire like a witch enchanter, and that's about it. So, or 615, yeah. Oh, we're getting Doomsday. All right, got it. Cool. Got it. Thoughtseize? No, there's a Bowmaster in here. I like this hand a lot more. We'll get rid of one of the recruiters. Local store's most consistent format in Legacy is Legacy, and we can't get this guy to run anything other than FNM. Yeah, that I can imagine that being pretty frustrating. Is a brainstorm? It is a brainstorm. I hate when Doomsday gets to brainstorm in response to my Thoughtseize. It's the worst feeling. All right, what's over there? I guess I can take the Street Wraith to make it so that they can't draw into their pile, but they have. If there is a Doomsday on top of their deck, there is nothing I can do to prevent that from happening. Sorry, I mean they draw into their pile with no mana is what I mean to say. Maybe that doesn't matter, but um, Yeah, I'll take Street Wraith. Assuming there's a Doomsday on top of their deck, I don't think any card we take matters. So I'm not going to sweat it too much. Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, Doomsday, yeah. Nothing interesting in the pile at a glance, but obviously there's 4,000 cards in here. There's the Ponder. Yeah, I'm super dead. Oh well. Nothing to do. Sometimes you're against Doomsday on the draw. In fact, I very frequently am against Doomsday on the draw. Fascinating. Okay. Well, I do have these mind break traps that maybe will do something. They probably won't, but maybe they will. And I think that's it. Um, let's get rid of Scarab Swarm, Batterskull, and Jite, I guess. Yeah. We don't have good cards for this matchup. Oh well. I'd rather these traps be therapies, notably here, but I would love to play first. This hand is keepable. I would probably rather have Thoughtseize into Bowmasters than Thoughtseize into Thalia, but they'll both work. Force of Negation pitches Force of Will. I don't like that at all, because that feels like a turn one Doomsday. It's not. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Can I get a white source, please, so I can Skyclave one of these petals? I'll even live with a second Caracas. Nice. That's much better. Oh no, they drew a land. That's broken. I think Thalia isn't really useful. Alright, what are we afraid of here? Is there anything that we're afraid of that we can do anything about, is I guess the important question. I technically have a removal spell for a Thassa's Oracle, but that feels pretty fake. What could I recruit for that matters? Not much. I guess, like, is there... What do we think is going to happen next turn, given that they passed... They just passed with all of their mana. I guess they probably have a Doomsday that's riding in their hand, and they just need, like, one more black source, potentially. They would Doomsday and then pass the turn, which seems fine. I don't really see a world where they're able to Doomsday and kill us in one turn with Thalia in play. If they have a bounce spell for Thalia, that's where things get kind of gross, but I don't think I have anything to do about that anyway. So I'm not sure that's something I'm supposed to be playing around. I think I will put a Solitude into my hands, though, just to have insurance against Thassa's Oracle, because... Or, like, if they don't have the ability to totally empty their hand, or empty their library, because that feels like one of the only ways they win here, really, because their Doomsday is going to take them down to 6, and I just put them to 1. And this would have been a reason to potentially recruit for Bowmaster specifically, which I thought about, maybe should have done. Maybe the Solitude was just playing too safe. But they do have to do a perfect Doomsday pile through Thalia, and they can't use a Street Wraith, which seems like a pretty significant restriction. So we'll see. Strass Daddy, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. We're getting Doomsdayed. I'm sure you're used to it. We might be winning this one, but it's looking a little... It's looking pretty close. It's in the Stream Decker, in addition to... Yeah, it should be in the Stream Decker. Should be a plugin on, like, the right side of your stream, I think. That'll show you the list. Alright, so I can put my opponent to 1. I will do that. And then I'm not sure what the next step is. I guess it's just hope that they don't have it. I have 2 removal spells for Thassa's Oracle, if they're, like, thinking of trying to counter 1. I don't really see any other options here. Force. No, all 4 forces are in their exile pile. Consider, they mill 1, draw another one. And then that's this, yeah, it's the consider. The consider that gets in that extra card. Yep, okay. So I probably should have recruited a Bowmaster instead of a Solitude there. I was just playing too scared of them comboing me that turn. I think that was wrong. Hi, Jax. I hear that you're awake. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. My opponent mulled to 6. I can't remember the last time my opponent mulliganed. It's been a while, unironically. But we got a pretty good looking hand. Force pitching Brazen Borrower on the Vial on a mull to 6. Deal. What do we got here? Is it DRC? You're playing against Delver? Okay, it's Delver. I was gonna say, I hope I don't draw a Bowmasters and then not have a black source to cast it, because this would be such a good turn for it. But alas. Peace Bomb, thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I am not playing around days on their mull to 6 that already forced me. Gentu Lord, thank you for the follow as well. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, Delver doesn't flip. Let's draw a black source for this Bowmasters. Let's go. Not quite. Although I am pretty happy to waste them off of colored mana here. Do I guess Mom or Sash? I think I want to guess Sash here. I think a way to make this Delver not matter even if it flips is just to get a bigger board in play. And eating their yard with Sash is a really good way to do that. I think it looked like they... yeah, it looks like they kind of absentmindedly just threw their triggers onto the stack and didn't actually order them right to flip that Delver potentially. I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure, but all right. So we don't know whether they're Rug or Grixis, but I have mostly seen Rug Delver lately and not Grixis. Not sure why that is, but that's just been true. Ooh, well. Sand has all the cards I want, but I need the mana to cast them. This looks better. I don't really want the second Solitude here. Solitude is already a hard card to keep on mulligans, so I definitely don't want the second one. Are you asking me if I think Vexing Bauble is going to be played, or if I'm going to play it? I think the card's fine. I don't know. I think the impact of that card, at least specifically on Legacy, is way overblown. I'm going to play it. I should say, I think it will be a decent sideboard option. But I don't think that card is making a significant impact to Legacy overall. I think it is just a fine sideboard option that is good against unfair strategies. I assume the people who are thinking black cards are good are just playing Tempo Grease. Everyone who doesn't know is playing Rug. Yeah, that could be it. I don't know for sure. I would believe that. Meltdown on my vial. You got it. Yeah, this gives me an opportunity to just play around days for a bit. Yeah, that card's going to be a little. It makes sense that it would be pretty messed up in Vintage. Yeah. Um, Bolt my mom. You got it. Bolt and just pass. All right. Even better. This feels like it's probably a good Lion Sash moment. If they had a Murktide, they would have probably already cast it here. Yeah, it would not surprise me if it got restricted in Vintage, but I'm not too worried about whether it does or not because I don't play Vintage at all. So I'll let other people talk about how realistic that is. Yeah, okay. There's Rug, or confirmation that it's Rug. They get 2 cards off of it. Broken. They get to DRC and Ponder and Bolt. Goodness, it's pretty good. Been a long time since I saw a questing druid do that much. Okay, they milled their 4th volcanic islands. This is their lands are basically they might have a basic island and they usually have like 1 tropical island and that's it. So I don't really love that they played a wasteland after that. Another solitude is nice. I think I'm just gonna play Sash off of Scrubland Wastelands, and then a Murktide feels pretty likely. I can only exile 2 spells out of the 5 they have, so I think I'm more likely to just try to. Do I get it? I guess I have to. I'm probably. I feel like I'm likely to resolve a solitude on a Murktide between 2 solitudes. So I think I'm not that worried about exiling any spells with this Sash. I think that's where my head is at. And I am going to do this now because they specifically can have Unholy Heat, which they don't have Delirium for right now. Considered if paper vintage costs less than the average price of a small plot of land. Yep. Yeah, I get that. And they turn on DRC. That's messed up. That is the 3rd bolt over the overheat is definitely a punish for not holding up the mana on the Sash because I could have eaten that Delver instead so that the DRC would not have Delirium. Very annoying. They keep 2. Oh, they're just keeping Delirium in there. Never mind. I think so. Okay, first off, Easy formal wear moment. Let me get this screenshot real quick. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Very easy formal wear moment. Do I want a sash or a batter skull? I think I want sash here. Emerald000, thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? I think I want sash here because it's another card to pitch to Solitude if they have a follow-up Murktide. And if they don't have a follow-up Murktide, then I get to just kind of start doing the same thing I was about to do, which is just make it so they can't cast Murktides anymore. They mill a bauble, so that's 5 card types, so I need to find a white source to be able to turn off Delirium on the DRC next turn. Ouch. If there's a follow-up Murktide, they're almost certainly turning off Delirium here at the very least. Yeah, okay. What do we got? Preferably another white card. That is kind of another white card because it means we could throw our Yorion away. Which I think is worth it here. I think having this sash in my hand is more important than my Yorion long term here. The exception to that is if their last 2 cards are Force blue card, and they haven't showed us a Force yet. I'm late, but hopefully we've got a D&D review for Zavala Titan Guardian and the final shape. I'm sorry to say the answer to that is no. Is final shape a new legendary weapon or something? It sounds like it. Oh, it's a new expansion. Got it. Yep, Force blue card. Pitching a Daze too. Okay. Well, please don't hit a sorcery or a creature. They left the card on top. Okay. Well, I don't like that they left it on top either. Ponder, that makes sense. So it is flipping. I could have attacked for 1 damage, but it will not matter. I didn't even realize they were still doing expansions for Destiny. Feels like the game has been out for an eternity. But I admittedly have not been paying like any attention to it for a long time, so. I think our most likely out at this point is going to be Battle of Bywater. If it's not Battle of Bywater, it's basically removal spell into Flicker Whisper, Flicker Whisper removal spell, something like that. Ouch, I'm at 3. Okay, Battle of Bywater is 100% our only out. Damn it. Okay. Well, on to game 3. That was a brutal draw from them, unfortunately. Interesting. The curve on this hand is really awkward, but I think I like enough about it. I guess I can just wait on the shadowy backstreet. So it's just going to be like a little iffy against the wastelands, but it's more acceptable to deal with that when we are on the play. Interesting. I think the two most realistic options here are either the Daze or the Ponder. I think I take the Daze, though. I assume they cast the Ponder, and then they have to find another blue card for the Force to counter my Stoneforge. If they don't, then I'm just going to get a Sash with it, because I know they have the removal spell. But, yeah, this seems alright. They don't have a turn 1 threat hands, which is always good for me. Hey, Vi, how's it going? Bobble? Mm-hmm. Did they draw a fetch land then? Interesting. Maybe they want to keep the blue card in their hands because me taking the Daze means I'm probably casting a card on turn 2 that they want to have a counterspell for. That's probably smart of them. But I am perfectly fine with how this is turning out. I assume they're going to bolt my Stoneforge, then probably untap and ponder, and then do some other stuff. Yeah, cool. They've had a brainstorm. Okay. So they can have... I guess they could potentially have all of these. I think it's unlikely that they have another volcanic, but we'll see. Lots of lands, huh, deck? Let's start with a Sash. Yeah, figures. Oh wait, I'll wait to see what they surveil. So they're instant. I'm going to get the artifact out of their yard, so they just have lands and instants, nothing else. There's Ponder. Keep it on top, which I'm not thrilled by. Could be a wasteland, maybe? Jax, what are you doing down there? Nope, okay. Maybe a Murktide then. Definitely no Volcanic Island, so I'm guessing they kept a Force and they have something else. Yeah, I'll just play Wisp as a blocker. Get to untap a plains and have swords up through days as well. Okay. That will turn on Delirium? Yeah, because that's sorcery. Or no, it won't. They still need... No, they already had a Ponder. They need an artifact or a creature. Right. Well, there's artifact. They mill a Meltdown. Okay. Wow. They don't even try to attack. Because they don't... I guess they're maybe trying to find a removal spell. Oh, okay. I'm probably assuming too heavily that they have a Murktide in their hands. Just all lands. Can we stop this? Stop. Get out of here. I could put Yorion into my hands, but that exposes the swords to a daze. That might have been a reason not to use this, although I'm certainly glad I'm not drawing a Vial next turn. Yeah, I think I have to make sure this swords resolves. I guess the question is, do I need it to resolve this turn? The answer is probably no, and for that reason, I'm gonna pray that it's not too late. Okay, it's not too late. Cool. I should keep the planes up though. Seek the Beast. Okay. What do they hit? Flickerwish seems like one of the highest skill cards in Magic, almost like on summon effects. I don't know if I would go that far. It's a weird card to use, but yeah. Knowing the ways in which to make Flicker Wisp a real card can be interesting sometimes. Let's put it that way. Please attack with your DRC. I just want to trade. They really just draw all the removal. Keep a card on top too. So what's going to happen is... Oh my god, Jax, please. I'm going to take 3. I'm going to try to cast this Swords. They're going to have Force blue card, and I'm going to have to hope that I draw like a Solitude or something. Recruiter is not that far off. But let's start with this. Yep, Force, pitching, a daze. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I can really afford to take 8 from this Murktide, so I have to pitch my Yorion, and then I'm kind of left not having a great answer to this DRC. So I just really need to top deck well from here, and my deck has not been doing that to me so far today, so I'm a little bit concerned. It's been a lot of flooding today. Yeah, Questing Druid plus something else. Ouch. Obviously this decreases the clock, but I really gotta make sure I don't draw more lands. Okay. 1, 2, so I can get 4 1/1s out of their deck, or I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of mine. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, be 6 out of mine. All right. Please don't have a Force of Will. I am begging you. I guess I probably should hit them. Yeah. I'm actually not sure I want to get rid of their Delirium, but I think it's more important to make sure they can't cast another Murktide Regent. I would almost rather the DRC attack into my insects and then I get to trade. It trading off 3/1/1s for DRC is kind of the same as getting 2 less insects. Yeah. I'm just more concerned about them being able to immediately refill their yard to turn on Delirium. If only I drawn a Wasteland so I could waste their Trop and I'd feel a little bit better about it. Alright, I'm hitting them. Okay. What does your Seek the Beast hit this time? They bin a Delver. They find Mishra's Bauble Ponder. Okay. Alright, I really need something substantial. I need a Batterskull, Solitude, something like that. Oh my god, Jax. Alright, 1 second. Jesus. This is like the most obvious lightning bolt in the world, right? I think I'm just gonna quadruple block the DRC. I guess I'll make sure so that would be... They could put me to 2 if they just bolt my face. Which doesn't really feel great either. My opponent's really good at drawing a lightning bolt. I really wish I didn't have to pitch my Yorion. If any one of these lands was a white card, it would have felt a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, this just feels really bad. Please give me a Solitude or just any real card. I'm begging you. Alright. Cool. Please give me a break. Their Seek the Beasts were also like super juiced. I need to keep the Scarab Swarm in play because that would make Wisp a good draw. I will just draw lands until I die. Got it. Very frustrating. I'll be right back. Jax is being a menace. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Let's see if we can close this league out. Perfect. And eats dirt to wasteland, but we'll just pray. That's all we need to do. Interesting, interesting. Well, thankfully, it's not a very efficient hand. I think I'll just take the Entomb, probably. Yeah. The main deck Dothy means probably no Bowmaster's main, which will be important to keep an eye on. Yep, Ponder, that makes sense. All right, feel a little bit better now. What do I actually want to play here? I think I'm going to play around this days. I'm either playing Mom or Thoughtseize. I guess the Mom isn't actually that valuable because they have no main deck removal and most of their creatures are like impossible to block anyway. So I think I'm actually going to Thoughtseize. Okay, they do have a Wasteland now that we'll have to be wary of. I guess I just take the Animate Dead. I could also just take the Voidwalker. If I take the Voidwalker, then they aren't even like attacking me at all. Yeah, I'll take the Voidwalker. The Animate Dead certainly could be scary later, but like, I don't know, I think it's pretty valuable if their hand does like nothing now. I'm going to keep this fetch up. If they decide to Wasteland me, then I'm probably going to Surveil. Oh, right, they can just do this. I guess that's honestly like a fine use of the Animate Dead as far as I'm concerned, so that probably is a win, honestly. Ooh, I would love to keep Stoneforge. I think I just get a Cauldra to race at this rate. I could get Sash still, but Cauldra is kind of tempting. Yeah, I'm going to Cauldra them. And then I'll just Scream if they like top deck a Grief. I guess that has to be Grief and Black card, notably. I am officially screaming. All right. Well, I guess this was, I don't know, it feels like really not that likely that this happens, but maybe I'm not even supposed to give them the out. I don't know. So we need a white source and a Flicker Wisp, or we just need a removal spell. We could just cast a removal spell. So we have a lot of outs. But I really wish I was just not in that position at all. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh, come on. That brainstorm was way too good. Probably still have the days in their hand too. Yeah, of course. Alright, probably just dead here now. Yeah, okay. It'd be like that sometimes. I'm going to bring in one fewer ley line, I think, than normal, specifically because they have the main deck Dothy Voidwalkers, so I need to be prepared for the fact that they're a bit less susceptible to ley line. I'm going to keep Skyclaves in for that reason as well. It might just mean I cut all the moms. It feels like a bit much, though. I don't know. Maybe let's trim. Let me try that so I can keep in the 2 Skyclaves. I feel like every time Scam does something new, I like boarding against it less. I feel like something is wrong here, but I don't really know how to fix it right now, so I'm not going to sweat it. I haven't really updated my sideboard heuristics for the main deck Dothy builds. This works. Only 2 ley lines in the deck right now. 80 card deck, by the way. I think I'm just going to wasteland here. We'll see what I draw. Underground Sea Pass probably means Troll. It could also mean Wasteland. Or it could also mean Brainstorm. I'm going to go for it. I should do this in their upkeep. Oh well. Yeah, Troll Cycle. Troll Cycle. Swamp Cycle Troll. Yeah, that's fine. It's a little bit easier to do it knowing that I'm not going to be playing into Wasteland at all. Did they cycle for the basic swamp? They did. Okay. Well, that is interesting because it gives me the opportunity to play this Stoneforge knowing that it won't get dazed. Gets forced, pitching a Brainstorm. Works for me. Swamp. Just cycling another troll. Cool, you got it. Hey Jared, how's it going? It's we're not doing too hot tonight, but feeling decent about this game at least. Nice. That is exactly what I wanted to see. What am I going to recruit for here? I think this is potentially a situation where I'd recruit for a land if I could. Given that they've swamp cycled twice and are doing nothing, my guess is that either they're going to Brazen Borrower my ley line, or they're about to hard cast a Grief. Is there something that I can do that's good against both of those things? I don't think so. Because if they're borrowing my ley line, the only thing that I can really do to be good against that is to get a Fairy Macabre, but that is garbage against Hardcast Grief. And I think having Solitudes in my hand makes me okay enough against Borrower my Leyline Entomb that I would just like to be better against a Hardcast Grief. And to do that, I think I want to get a Stoneforge. Yeah. Yeah, Wisp isn't bad either. Yeah, proactive play. I agree with that. Okay, Borrower Leyline. You got it. Well, no Entomb at least. Just milling another land's cool. Okay, they do have Bowmasters. Usually main deck, I had a feeling it was going to happen. Usually main deck Voidwalker means no Bowmasters anywhere, but maybe they just have one or two in the main. So now they are getting a Grief. Are they going to just use it? They are not going to just use it. Okay. Now I wish I had a Wisp, because I could Wisp my Recruiter. Now I have the option to just Solitude. So they don't have force, but they could have daze. They haven't showed us a daze at all. I think this is... I'm going to call this a formal wear moment, I'm pretty sure. I would only be able to get back a Stoneforge, but getting a 3/4 in play right now would actually be really nice. I kind of like, but I do kind of like Stoneforge for Jite, cast Jite, because that's a really good way to control this whole board. And then they can grief one of my Solitudes, but that's fine. I have the second one. Yeah, I think I'm into this. Well, now that they're F6'd, I wish I cast a Solitude, but oh well. I drew another Wastelands, gross. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, can we stop this? Ugh. Alright. So... at least I know that they can't daze me. So... I'll just fetch my plains now. I might end up surveilling with that. I'm just gonna exile their grief now. And then... maybe this goes okay from here. We'll see. They can't really attack. Just give me a wisp. Can I get a wisp here? No, I cannot. So if I guess the problem is if I just Jite here, then what do? They block with Bowmaster Army token. And then I can like answer things, but I'm like I already like can't go any farther on the board. I kinda like play Scrublands, cast Leyline, put Yorion into my hands. I know, yeah, that grief is now in exile. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oops, that's... oh, okay. I hit black. Didn't look like I did for a second there. And then they can cast a Brazen Borrower, that's fine. I'll take 3 from it, and probably only 3. I'll cast my Yorion next turn. Blink Solitude, kill the Borrower. Oh. So they drew a Bowmaster then. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. They could put me to 11. Or put me to 3. I can take a maximum of 11 here. I can take a maximum of 13 if they have 2 Bowmasters. Do I just take this then? I feel like I have to just take this. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's most likely to be I go to 11 off of a Bowmaster. Or I take 11, then I go to 3. I can equip Jite, attack, go up to 6, kill, like, Borrower, Bowmaster. Or I could kill Borrower and then I could gain 2, so I would be up at 8 against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. And if I draw a land, I can also potentially cast a Yorion to see if that stabilizes me even more. I think the important thing is I can't afford for this Solitude to get killed no matter what, so I just have to take the damage. And this, yeah, I don't think we attack because I think they did that attack because of Bowmasters and we just can't afford, we just cannot afford it at all. And now we kill the Borrower. Yeah, we kill the Borrower. And then I think that we are potentially gonna have to, let's see, so we block the Solitude. This would be dead to Bowmasters. I kill the Borrower because if they have another Borrower, then I can't block it, right? Maybe I'm just dead to Borrower anyway, but... so this leaves me dead to Bowmasters that they are already representing. And I think this is the best... Actually, this might be the best block that saves me from Bowmasters. Yeah. Yeah, they just had another reanimate. Sure. You got it. Resolves. Yeah. Annoying time to draw that, but I'll just have to live. I equip, and then I attack. If they block, I pump. If they don't, then whatever. And if they have the 4th reanimate, I will simply scream. What the actual fuck? Okay. So I kill the Solitude and the Bowmasters, leave the Recruiter in play. Alright, there's no more reanimates in the game, at least. But, like, holy shit. Can we calm down? I can live with that. I'm gonna hold on the Solitude for at least a turn or two. Weirdly, if I play this, I would want to use the Caracas for it, which they could then Wastelands. But they're not doing anything with 4 mana already, so... I'll just chill. They've cycled 2 trolls yet. Only 2. This looks like it might be a hard cast force now that I should be wary of. Okay, I'll cast an Aether Vial. Ponder, okay. You want to play Caracas now since they have a reason to be a 5 mana? Yeah, okay, that's fair. They're at least at a point where wastelanding it would be a cost. Okay, I'll do that instead. I'll start surveilling. Is this a Brazen Borrower? Sure is. Okay. I would love to keep that on top of my deck. Hell yeah. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Guess I didn't consider that I won't be able to hardcast my leyline for a minute, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. I will just never let one of my creatures get into the graveyard again. I guess they would probably be using on a Solitude at this point, so maybe it's fine to have just traded off the army token, but... Oh. They just failed to find. And then they had to pitch cast the Agrief, because there's an Underground Sea there, there's an Undercity Sewers, and an Underground Sea. Is the basic island in their hand then, and they just goofed? That's kind of what it looks like. Oh, whoops. I meant to equip the Jite. I goofed. I just pressed one too many times. It's okay, it's calculated. I need all the mana to make my sash enormous. Hello, IX Cethris. How's it going? Thank you for the 8 months. Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Hope you are having a good evening. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Love to see that. Yeah, they can see it. Got it. Okay. Am I changing anything? Mother of Runes is a little bit more valuable now that I know they actually have Bowmasters. Also potentially want more ley lines than last time. They didn't have nearly as many Voidwalkers as I had suspected from the first game. I think I'm still going to stay on only 3 though. I've been like starting to learn that like we might just only need 3 ley lines even online for them. Because they board out a lot of the scariest graveyard stuff against us anyway because of how much graveyard interaction we have. Yeah, I'll keep 1 Skyclave because I do know that there are on a lot of Brazen Borrowers as well, so that's an important thing to be ready for. I like this hand. It's a good hand. Another Swords to Plowshares, hell yeah. Let's go. Voidwalker, okay. Just gonna go ahead and grief me, huh? Well, what happens if I swords? Cool. pitch to reanimate. They probably have another reanimate then. Maybe they were just hoping to tag something really juicy and then crack the Voidwalker on it next turn. That seems really risky against DNT in particular, though. We're so removal heavy. Interesting. Maybe we'll get him with the Bowmaster. I'm specifically playing the Scrubland over the Heath because I would rather not get a... Damn it. Yeah, okay. This was probably too risky. Okay. That's really okay. This is going to be another... It's a... You got a... Hello? You got a Bowmasters off of that? That's not what I would do, but okay. Yeah, now I wish that I had not played that Scrubland. I feel a bit foolish, but... Might still be okay. At least my opponent used an animate that on a card that isn't even killing me. Okay, less excited about that, but we'll get there. Is that the same Bowmasters they recruited? Yeah, okay. Oh19, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, everybody? Hope you had a good stream. Hello, hello. Am I eating it to Wasteland again? Probably. They missed their land drop. They probably don't have another one. Team Contender, thank you so much for the follow. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Hey, Mike, hello. Yeah, I'm just gonna play into this and be very sad when it doesn't work out. Okay, at least they're resolved. I am not concerned about giving them a thing to reanimate because they already have grief in their yard. Yeah, this is fine. Now they... Okay, sure. That's fine. I guess that was probably the reason not to block, but... Can I please draw any land? Any land is fine. Alright, well... I will cast a Mother of Runes, I guess. Now that I know they've used 2 Bowmasters, although I'm sure they're about to reanimate a Bowmasters and then make me really upset. 3-2 with Helm combo. Nice, nice. Okay. It's not a reanimate yet. This is animate dead on a Bowmasters? Yeah, okay. They did it on mine, which is interesting. Yeah, I gotta get this out of here. I have plenty of removal anyway. You got me. Can I please draw a land? I am begging you. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm going to do the really, really fun thing where I exile my own card and then we get to see if my opponent knows how this interaction works. I specifically, there's certainly a risk here in playing the Skyclave, and then they just like have another Voidwalker, or like if there's a Brazen Borrower down the line, but I think it's important to just make sure that they can't chip in with those Bowmasters right now. In addition to the potential implications of whether or not my opponent knows that I'm the one who's going to get a 3/3 if they kill the Skyclave. Is that on Troll, I assume? Yeah, we have a Solitude. I can live with that. Okay, how many reanimate effects do they have left? So I guess they've used one animate dead, or 3 animate deads and 1 reanimate. Yeah, we'll keep the Containment Priest around. I'll pitch the Recruiter. Uh-oh. There we go. I guess I do technically win this race. I kill my opponent in 15, they kill me in 17. Ignoring the fact that I can also just cast this Containment Priest. Which I think I'm going to do here. Probably not worth it, actually. Hell yeah. Okay. Does this resolve? Let's keep the basic planes open, I guess. Cool. In that case, probably a Jite, maybe a Batterskull. Let's go for Jite. I will take it. I got 5 minutes left, so gonna have to pick up the pace here a little bit. I would love to draw a land. That would be nice. Just always want to draw lands. Hell yeah. You're damn right. Let's go. Thank you for the 3/3. Reanimate target's grief. Well, how about this? You'll love to see it. I should have fetched in case they have a removal spell for the Stoneforge here, but it looks like they don't anyway, so we're good. Oh my god, I'm pressing 1 too fast. God, I'm attacking for 3, I guess. I'm going too fast. I'll move this over now, and then we'll pass. It's the second time I've done that with GTA like this match. I gotta chill out. Obviously, I'm low on time anyway, so like I have to be mindful of that, but I certainly had the 2 seconds to equip my GTA. Not what I'm looking for. This is another borrower. Yeah, bummer. That is the exact reason that I needed to equip last turn so I could try to get counters. But I will at least Skyclave the one that's in play now. And I also have to look at their clock. They're at 12. They're going to put me to 8. I can attack for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then also have GT counters. I guess 7 and have GT counters if I want to play around counter spells. Yeah, I probably could potentially have them like close to dead next turn if I had been attacking with this Containment Priest, but I'm just like so worried about it dying in combat, and then they like animate dead Bowmasters, or I guess it would be the Solitude they would animate dead, and then things start looking a lot worse. Do I do anything in response to that? I think no. I just let that go. Yeah, unfortunate, but if we draw a land, then things still look pretty good. But of course I don't. So if I... Pretty sure I have to do this. Yeah, I'll do this and get rid of the borrower. Because I can pretty easily double block the grief right now. But I don't think I can really attack anymore. Or if I am, I'm attacking with like the 3/3 illusion token. I could probably safely do that. No, I can't, because I can't give them a 3/3 double blocking with the Skyclave. So unfortunately, they have not. Oh God, they haven't shown us a Force of Will at all yet, so they could easily be holding one. And also, that Wasteland is terrible for us. I'm gonna lose some clock to this vial too. I'm a fool. Gross. Yeah, I really needed something like that to not be what they drew. We might just be dead now. I really don't like having to play against four borrowers post board. Um, do this, I get to keep one creature in play. Good enough. I can't afford to play around reanimation spells right now, I don't think. Yeah, cool. They only had one card in hand anyway, so... Cauldra? 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 I don't even have Cauldra postboard. What am I saying? That's a good one, though. Maybe I should have attacked there, actually. Yeah, I should have attacked there. Yeah, sure. You got it. Okay, get Bowmasters out of there. Get Grief out of there. Gonna make my opponent do the math. I'm just attacking. Yeah, that's fine then. I've already pitched Yorion, and I've used 3 Solitudes, so I'll keep the Vial on 3. Ugh. Would love to have my Aganjo in my hand for that Dothy, but alas. Are we gonna make it? Assume they're just... Oh, they're not just trump blocking here. I will... get some stuff out of there. I'm just going to hit him. I'm going to leave 1 mana up, I suppose. K-Ponce MTG, thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? I am doing my best to live through this. We might be dying. But let's see if we hit a 3-drop here. I think like literally any 3-drop is probably going to be close to making it, but we are basically out of clock, and that is not what I needed to see. Now I just can't attack, unfortunately, so... Yeah, sure. All right. Well, that's a very frustrating way to lose that match, and we are not having a good time tonight, unfortunately, but we'll get this last match out of here and get to bed. If you're enjoying it, that works. That's fine by me. I am excited for the format to change. I will leave it at that. Not too worried about what's going on right now, given that it is a lame duck format. Modern Horizons will be out on Magic Online in just a little over a week, so not thinking too hard about the things that are happening right now. Also, notably, that game would have been different if I had actually equipped that GTA that turn that I was supposed to. So that one's my fault. That's funny. We lost to Artisan, and that was part of a trophy league for them. All right, let's get those 50 play points back. Can we do it? Can we do it with this hand? Maybe. See, it's very vulnerable to Wasteland, but at least we're on the draw, and we can also surveil into another black source. I'll try it. Interesting, interesting. Probably want a Solitude against a Delver deck, yeah. Blind Fip's a Brainstorm. Gosh, come on. Tundra. Stoneforge Mystic, hello? What's happening? Cryptic Coat, okay. I have not seen Delver and Stoneforge in the same deck in an eternity. Interesting. The second Stoneforge gives me a little bit of pause in taking this Cryptic Coat, but it's still probably correct. And I'm going to be extremely sad when they wasteland me, but that's how it goes. Yeah. I can't afford to wasteland them because I can't be at 0 mana against a flipped Delver, so get rid of Cryptic Coat Brainstorm. There we go. Yeah, yeah, Delver 2013-ish. Yeah, that's when I last knew it was Jeskai Delver Blade back then. It didn't make much sense to me back then. It makes even less sense now. Although I guess Cryptic Code is a pretty fun card to put in your Delver deck. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't like this at all. This feels really bad and weird, but I think it's right. I think I'm just playing the second Wasteland. This hand was very clunky and got punished for in exactly the ways that it probably deserves to be, but I might have been supposed to Solitude there, actually. Yeah, I think I was supposed to Solitude there. They have Force for it. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, well. Yeah, because this is really awkward, because I want to... I guess I'm going to hold up the... Iganjo. I have to get the Force out of their hands, so I'm just going to do it now. Force, pitches Force. They have a Brainstorm left. Okay. I'm going to... Iganjo the Delver. I have to let them get counters, and then I'm just going to use swords on whichever creature has the Jite on it next turn. But overall, I'm not feeling good. No, I can't really... It gives me some options, kind of. Maybe. Okay. There's hope for me yet. Okay. Nothing I can do feels good. So I could put Yorn in my hand. I would then have to fetch down to 1 to cast the Bowmasters, which would then leave me just dead. So I literally cannot do that. Okay, we'll figure that out. That was easy. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. That one didn't count. I mean, it counted, but you know, we definitely kept a sketchy hand that lost exactly how it would against someone playing Delver. I'm curious how many 3+ power creatures they have, but they almost certainly have Murktide Regent, so I'm going to assume that that's good. I maybe don't want two Laurens just for Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe I just cut. Do I even want to cut Cauldra? I probably still want to cut Cauldra. Is Cauldra 2 Thalios? Call it there. Yeah. Hey, Voodoo Games. It's not going great. We're doing a lot of losing tonight, but it'll be over soon. Sure. This hand's a little weak to a turn 1 Delver, but at least we get to put some pressure on him pretty effectively. And there's no turn 1 Delver, so it was fine. Missed out on 200 from DreamHack's legacy thing. Was there a legacy thing? Oh, there was a. Oh yeah, I do remember hearing about that. There was some legacy thing at the DreamHack this weekend. It was certainly never in the cards for me, but bummer. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. Are they stone forging? Looks like it. No prismatic ending on mom. On Thalia. That's totally fine. Living in Dallas helps travel expenses a lot. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm excited for SG Baltimore coming up in July. Will be a very easy drive for me for similar reasons. Yeah, I'm gonna get GT. Why don't I like Wasteland here? Because I just don't want my spells to get dazed, and I don't want to pass without doing anything. They've also, it's only two turns into the game. They've made both of their land drops. I don't have any reason to think that they're not just gonna play another land, basically. I really don't like wastelanding, especially against tempo decks, unless they show me weakness that my wastelands will exploit. Otherwise, I just worry about getting my mana into play first. Force pitching Delver. You got it. I'm surprised they. What if that means they could have a Murktide here, maybe? Because Delver's a weird card to keep for your force instead of like playing it, but not sure. Sure. If GTA is equipped to Sash, then you equip Sash. The GTA falls off the Sash because an equipment cannot have an equipment on it. You stifle? You a stifle gamer? Sure. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna fetch now because I want to get another plains in play, but I'm gonna just wait until their upkeep in case they have another stifle. In which case, please don't. Cool, they don't. I'll just take a spell out of their yard. That way their Murktide will be a little bit smaller. Maybe not smaller enough to matter, but we'll see. I'm also, they haven't actually shown me a Murktide. I'm just making an assumption that they have it in their deck. Okay. They get a GT. All right. So don't have a Swords to Plowshares, please. That's what I'm asking for. I guess also not a Force of Will. Oh, I should have. No, that was bad. I meant to keep a white mana up to so that I could pump this Sash so it couldn't just die to the Stoneforge. That was silly. Yeah, the Sash is dying for no reason. But I will still kill the Stoneforge. Okay, how's it going? Hello. We are in our last match. We have been struggling all night, but hopefully it'll be over soon. What is this? Cryptic code. Okay, got it. Can I draw a Lauren, please? That would be nice. No, just gonna flood out like every game that I play tonight. Um, Sounded very gloomy, as in gloom. I don't understand. I guess I should have played my Vista so that I could get an extra token here. I goofed. I will get rid of one of their lands though. Oh, that card. Got it. Got it. Yep. Okay, don't have another lands, please. That looks like a good sign. Hell yeah. Alright. We're gaming. Cast GT. You got it. Oh my god. You have swords for the insect? Yeah, of course you do. Okay. Ugh. Why does Moto think I'm holding control right now? I don't understand. So they get to get GT counters. Probably just have to ignore the GT for now. I can't really. I won't be able to get counters against it until. Oh, I guess I do have the counter that's on the GT now. That might be enough, actually. I don't know. We'll see. There's green in the deck. What does that mean? Okay. So they hit me for 3. They get 2 counters. I need Loron Pronto. Oh my god, deck. Stop. So I can equip an attack, but then that doesn't really get me anywhere because if I equip, I can only pump once, so they just kill the insect and I don't get any counters. So I think the answer is to just ignore the cloaked creature for now, attack, and then oh sure, I guess that's a thing they can do. So I won't be able to make 3. I'll be able to make 3 more tokens off of the Scarab Swarm. And I will be surveilling because my deck will clearly not give me anything unless I ask very, very nicely. Okay. No, thank you. I need something that affects the board, please. Literally anything. Okay. Alright. This is how it's going to be. Okay. Is it the fourth swords? No, it's just the third. Okay. Is it? I think it is worth making them use an extra GT counter here. Yeah. This has not been a fun one, chat. It's been kind of a nightmare night. And now they're holding up hardcast force, I'm guessing. I'll try swordsing in their upkeep. We will see. Okay. We have maybe one turn of breathing room, finally. Okay, so they are casting Coat again, which is good. It means I have a chance to kill it before they can bounce it. But I really need to draw a good card. Please. I can't do this anymore. Jesus Christ, I've been flooding every game tonight. Ugh. Just can't do it, chat. Yeah, Scissorman Meat Pie is definitely a name. I don't really think there's any one card I can draw here that really gets me out of this anymore. Now that they have mana up to bounce coat twice even. What can I do with this? I can get a Batter Skull and cast it. But that doesn't matter because they just have a lethal on board. Yeah, whatever. All right, I'm out of here, chat. Thanks for hanging. We were not meant to win like any of those. I guess we did our best. Um, thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna switch over to this screen. If you missed any of my losing, the VOD will be up on YouTube overnight. These are all the places on the internet you can find me. Next stream is going to be on Thursday as usual. I might do something a little bit different just in terms of like more dedicated talking about like my thoughts for what the deck might look like after Modern Horizons 3. Might do a little bit of a deck building session as opposed to just playing more, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you, as always, for hanging out. Hopefully, next time we play, we'll do a little bit better. But regardless, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you next time.